In this example, we're going to allocate joint costs of production using the physical measures method. All of the information that we're going to use is exactly the same that we used for the sales value. It's split off method. Scorched dairy is still manufacturing cream and liquid skim, which is the byproduct that is caused by the production of cream. And they're going to transfer all of the production of those base level products off to other lines to become more refined, further processed products, buttercream and condensed milk. Using this physical measures method, when we weight how much joint cost we are going to allocate to these base level products, we do it based upon some logical measure of physical production. What would be logical in this case? How about how many gallons we made of each of these base level products? See, when we produced cream, and at the same time its byproduct, liquid skim, we had 20,000 gallons of cream and 50,000 gallons of liquid skim. So a lot more of it went into, a lot more that came out of production was in the form of liquid skim. Well, let's use that as our weight. So in total, if we produced 20,000 gallons of cream and 50,000 gallons of liquid skim, we produced 70,000 gallons of base level products. Cream was 28.57% of that, 20,000 out of the 70,000, which means that liquid skim had to be the other 71.43%, 50,000 gallons out of the 70,000. So we're going to use that as our weight, as our proportion, to distribute these $340,000 of joint costs to those two base level products. If 28.57% of all gallons of base level product produced were in the form of cream, let's assign 28.57% of those joint costs to cream. And 28.57% of $340,000 is $97,143. So let's allocate that much to cream. Liquid skim was 71.43% of production, so let's assign 71.43% of those joint costs to liquid skim. And 71.43% of 340,000 is 242,857. Now we need to transfer costs from the base level product to the further processed product equal to the proportion of those base level products which were transferred. And in this example, we're transferring all of it. We're transferring all 20,000 gallons of cream off to be buttercream. We're transferring all 50,000 gallons of liquid skim to be turned into condensed milk, which means since we're transferring all of our physical measure of production, we're going to transfer all of our allocated joint costs. So we're going to transfer $97,143 from cream off to buttercream. We're going to transfer $242,857, the amount of joint costs we allocated to liquid skim, off to condensed milk. Now, to prepare our product line income statement, we need to figure out what our revenue were for the products that we actually sold. And we only sold buttercream and condensed milk. We didn't sell any of the base level products. We transferred them off to be further processed. Buttercream, we sold 15,000 gallons at $16 a pop. That's $240,000. Condensed milk, we sold 45,000 gallons at $10 per gallon. That's $450,000. So in total, we generated $690,000 worth of revenue. And you may want to take note that this is the same exact amount we had under the physical or under the sales value of its split off method, because changing your method of cost allocation doesn't change the amount of revenue that you recognize. And when we have our product line income statement at the end, we're going to use the same exact process that we did before. We've determined the revenues for each product. Let's subtract the joint costs which were allocated to that product, in this case transferred out from the base level product to these further refined products. And we're also going to subtract out our separable costs. The costs are identifiable to convert those base level products into further processed products. And when we do so, we see that buttercream is going to have $92,857 in gross profit. Out of the $240,000 of sales revenue, there's a 38.69% gross profit margin. For condensed milk, It has a gross profit of $107,143 out of $450,000. That's a 23.81% gross profit percentage. And in total, Scorched Dairy is going to do $200,000 of gross profit off their $690,000 of sales revenue. That is 28.99% gross profit, which is the same exact number we had in total for the other method, the sales value split off method, because changing the method isn't going to change your overall gross profit percentage. It's only going to change the gross profit percentage for your individual product lines, which are eventually going to make up that total.